Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. Hope everybody is having a fantastic little day. What are you smoking?
What?
What are you smoking? This is a serious show.
I forgot, and then I looked at the name I typed in.
Zoot Chieftain. Were you in charge of the Zoot?
That was funny. I played a ton of video games when I was a kid, but then not when like my kids played video games and stuff. The only video games I ever the only newer games I played were Call of Duty. I played that for a little bit, and then this one called Halo Wars. But there was the leader of the alien that I chose as my character was called Brute Chieftain. And so I went with Zoot Chieftain. So now you know, everyone, why that's there.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Zoot Chieftain. We got Zoot Chieftain. We got the Zoot Squad. Zooting all over Islam, all over the place. And time to buckle down. Time to zut up or shut up, everyone.
You see. So, David, what's going on, man? How's things going?
Pretty good. Unless you're a Dawa guy, that's going like pure crap.
It is. Big L's everywhere. L here, L there, L everywhere.
L. You ask a Dawa guy, hey, can you recite the alphabet? They go, yeah, L. It's the only letter they know.
That's not how they recite it, man. They recite like this.
And then they'll occasionally find someone stupid enough to be impressed by that. Oh, it sounds so great.
I made this non-Muslim listen to my recitation of the L and they cried. What a religion, man. So, hello everybody. What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. L Zooted, LMAO. What is L Zoot? L Zooted, L you guys. I love you guys. Mashallah. Speaking of L, so we want to speak about Lily J today. David, what do you know about Lily J?
No, her name starts with L.
Which already says everything. Now, the funny thing is, what you just said here, she would probably use this as an argument, you know. I'm not even joking, because I just came across a video of hers, and it is just the dumbest thing I've seen in my entire life. Let's have a look at it right here. She would actually use how your name sounds as an argument. So here's Lily J, a woman who in the past or previously said that she is now wearing the hijab, but doesn't actually wear a hijab, and who likes to do the whole I'm so cute, I'm cute, cutie. That's what she likes to do. So she has a video which I want to use to just show the standards of her dawah, of her message, of her attempts to spread Islam. Listen to these powerful arguments, David.
Isn't it so obvious that alcohol is from the devil? Like, just look at their names. I'd like to order a gin and tonic, please. Gin? Like, what? Ugh, this is so creepy.
She thinks that gin, G-I-N, is somehow connected to the Islamic concept of jinn. It's so creepy. Imagine you're asking for a gin in tonic and then you're going to drink it, putting the gin inside you, like Muhammad thought when he started receiving revelations. Isn't that weird?
The funny thing is, I watched it, and even I still have too high standards. You know, I thought, okay, she must be kidding. Let's continue.
Also, what type of alcohol is vodka?
No, she continues. That's actually her point. So, You know, I've seen people in the past joke about how gin sounds like gin, and I've seen in the past, you know, people do that sometimes. Gin and tonic, they type it like the Islamic gin. But for a Muslim woman to actually come and use this as an argument,
it's a spirit. That is so scary. So this is so creepy. Also, what type of alcohol is vodka? It's a spirit. That is so scary. When you drink alcohol,
does she have like horror music playing in the background?
It's like you're possessed.
She says, what kind of drink is vodka? It's a spirit. It's like when you get possessed when you drink alcohol.
This is crazy, man.
What kind of people actually appeals this to? And I wonder, like, 140 comments, 3,400 likes.
People, yeah, she understands her community. Her community is a bunch of completely inbred morons who, oh, blonde girl say some good. Yes, we believe.
Now, I don't actually want to go into this, but it is actually kind of funny because even if you for a second here entertained the stupidity of this argument, here is where gin comes from. The gin for the drink. The name gin is a shortened form of the older English word Geneva, related to the French word Genève and the Dutch word Geneva, all ultimately derived from juniperus, the Latin for juniper. It has nothing at all to do with gin, but it sounds like gin. She's like, isn't it obvious? It's already in the name. It's a gin. Why would you take a gin inside you unless you are Muhammad?
I'd like to order a gin and tonic, please. Gin? Like, what? Ugh, this is so creepy. Also, what type of alcohol is vodka? It's a spirit. That is so scary. When you drink alcohol, you literally become a different person. It's like you're possessed. Here's another. When you're drunk, they say you're under the influence, right? Under the influence of what?
Alcohol.
Spirit, by the way, comes from how it looked when it was distilled and all that. That's it.
Of Satan. Ugh. Also, when you're drunk, they say, oh, I'm so wasted. Yes, I agree. Anything to do with alcohol is an absolute waste. Can Satan make himself any more clear? I'm never drinking alcohol again. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Look at that. Zero. Just that right there. That right there. AP. We've talked a lot in the past about how the main Dawa guys, the popular Dawa guys, they're all narcissists. Now, back when I was focusing on, and this is still going on because all these guys are crumbling right now, so we need a new batch. We need a new batch of Dawa guys. But back when that was the plan was to replace all the older generation like Zakir Naik and Shabir Ali and stuff, people who weren't narcissists, with a band of narcissists and psychopaths. That was the plan back then. Psychopaths and narcissists. You want nothing but manipulators at the top levels of Dawa. Why? They'll all rally huge amounts of attention for themselves, and then they'll all want the attention just for themselves, and they'll all declare war, and that's how you destroy just a complete ideology, right? So, general strategy: get the entire leadership completely represented by psychopaths and narcissists. That was the plan. What's odd is I can't think of any of their guys that I would classify as a psychopath, but all their top guys are narcissists. I do not know why that is. I would think that it would be kind of evenly distributed. They only go with narcissists, not with psychopaths, which you would think Islam would be like perfect for psychopaths. And you obviously have like jihadis and stuff who are psychopaths. I'm talking about like the online leaders and so on. But with Lily J, she's actually different category. I just sent you the link in the private chat. Pull that up, man. Pull that up. Tell me if this doesn't sound exactly like Lily J, ladies and gentlemen. You might think narcissist. There's some overlap in characteristics, but we need histrionic personality disorder. Scroll down to the characteristics, whatever they are. More. There we go. Symptoms. Be uncomfortable unless you're the center of attention. Act seductively or dress provocatively or both. Shift emotions rapidly. Act very dramatically as though performing before an audience with exaggerated emotions and expressions. Be overly concerned with physical appearance. Constantly seek reassurance or approval. What do you guys think? Be gullible and easily influenced by others. This sounded like exactly like Lily J.
Maybe. What do you think? Does it? What do you think?
That's histrionic personality disorder, ladies and gentlemen. Psychopathy, significantly more represented among men than among women. Histrionic personality disorder, significantly more common among women than among men. So there's Lily J, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Lily J.
I want to point out one thing, which is now we want to get to her arguments. No, we want to get to her new project in which she wants to promote a new something like a film, or she's preparing something like a new universe, like a cartoon character of herself, in order to educate people about Islam. Right. But I want to specifically talk about what kind of people actually support her and fund her, because it seems like she's not doing this kind of stuff on her own. It seems that that she gets either funding, or that she's actually well off enough that she can afford easily to have just a team hang out and work on these things and all that. But she's creating some proper cartoon for kids. The funny thing is, I recently commented on one of her videos and said that if she put on a hijab, she would quickly lose the attention of her hungry Muslim followers. It is kind of funny, the double standard here, or the complete lack of consistency and the complete lack of standards and of integrity on behalf of the Muslims. They will promote a woman like her. They will call her a sister. Sheikhs will meet up with her and sit down with her and promote her and all that. Despite the fact that now, when Sam Shamoon, I personally wouldn't do it, I think, but when Sam Shamoon referred to her as a prostitute, for example, she took huge offense to that. Like a video like, I can't believe he would say that. The thing is, traditionally in Islam, according to Ibn Kathir and the early Islamic exegetes and scholars, the hijab has a function, or has a function, that serves in order to distinguish the believing women, the believing wives and women of the believers, from the slaves and the prostitutes. So, and from the non-Muslim women. So the hijab is directly applied to cover up the Muslim women, because they are regarded as not accessible to the otherwise horny men that are hanging out there. So they can always look at the slaves and the prostitutes and the others and can desire them, but the Muslim women they should stay away from. That is the traditional perspective on the hijab. Now she comes out here, she becomes a spokesperson for Islam, and she promotes Islam, and meanwhile does that without putting on a hijab and without abiding by Islamic stuff, and she is pushed and supported by Muslims, by sheikhs and all that. Mm-hmm. Because why? Because she helps spread Islam according to them, No, I don't
Yeah.
really think it's very effective. But their idea is that, oh, it's okay. She doesn't have to put it on. We can just, we can support her and we can push her because she helps spread the message of Islam. But see how inconsistent they are, and how they have a complete lack of standards, and how they are. It's like their morality is so wicked and so arbitrary that they actually use the hijab to distinguish their own wives from prostitutes and slaves and disbelievers, but they can also happily use a prostitute to spread their religion.
Yeah, and a couple things. Surah 33, verse 59, commands women to cover themselves lest you be molested. So, like the impact that has had on the Muslim community is that if you don't cover yourself, then you're basically begging to be molested, and so on. And so that's how they would look at someone like this. But yeah, and not be abused. Talking about
So
I think it's Yusuf Ali says, "Be not molested," but that
cover up your women
not be abused,
so that you don't molest them.
Yes, and not be abused. So if you don't cover yourself, you're basically asking to be abused, according to them. The other thing is, notice the parallel with Andrew Tate, right? So Muhammad Hijab had that discussion with that MMA guy, and Hijab was saying, hey, we shouldn't be pushing back too hard on Andrew Tate. If we have any issue, we should deal with it behind the scenes. We shouldn't be criticizing him because you'll turn him into an enemy. And he even said, what do you want to do? You want to turn him into another David Wood? Right? So think about this. That's Andrew Tate. This guy is like you could go down a list of everything haram. He's doing it all, and he's throwing it in people's faces. And they don't want to call him out. Why? Because they still think he may be useful to them. But yeah, so if you're useful, you can get away with anything. Like Lily J, she could be walking around in a thong in every video and going, and Islam is true. That's why everyone should convert. Isn't it true? And they would love it. In fact, she'd probably get even more Muslim fans and followers, and there'd be even more sheikhs. Having her sit down with them,
having her shake her booty. The shake with the shakes. Wait a minute, does it say this here? Slave women. This is very funny. It seems that so I was just going to pull up the reference of Ibn Kathir talking about the hijab and saying that it is done.
I remember that was how you distinguish between free Muslim women and slave women.
I think the abridged English version doesn't mention prostitutes. It only mentions from the women of ignorance and slave women.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I read that, but I can look around for that if you want to.
No, I just got the Arabic and just used the translator here, where it directly uses it, but I can't find it in the official English version. So it says here, so here's Ibn Kathir commenting on Surah 33, verse 59. And it says here that, where is that? Sudi said, regarding the words of Almighty Allah, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves part of their outer garments. This is more suitable for them. Did I just lose it? Oh yeah, here. If they do, so that it is known that they are free women, not slaves or prostitutes, for example. So this is one of those references. It says that the hijab is observed in order to distinguish and make sure that they are free women and not slaves and prostitutes. There's also another reference which talks about that they are not disbelievers or slave women, for example. So this is the Islamic distinction here. The Islamic purpose of the hijab is traditionally seen as distinguishing the free believing women from the prostitutes and the slaves, and distinguishing the believing women from the disbelieving women. So if a woman does not cover herself, then she is basically regarded as not one of the believing free women, but rather as a prostitute or a slave or one of the disbelievers. So I just have the question here: why are traditionalist Muslims promoting her when, according to the Islamic narrative, she is a slave or a prostitute?
Oh my goodness, the early Ummah is calling me a prostitute.
Alhamdulillah. Here's the funniest thing. Now, there are certain elements in this video which I don't want to directly address, but I would encourage everyone who likes to do a little bit of study of body language and presentation to simply analyze this video, aside from the stupidity of the arguments that she's presenting here.
I just learned that if it wasn't for a Muslim woman, we wouldn't have the GPS we use today. Like, what? And NASA officially honors her work. In the 10th century, Maryam al-Astrolabi was a Syrian scientist who pioneered the design of the original tool used for GPS. And guess what? She designed this to help calculate prayer times, Ramadan, and the Qibla. It makes me realize that Islamic knowledge has laid the foundations for so much of the technology we benefit from today. Alhamdulillah for Islam.
Now, I already see that. So I already see that people realize what I'm talking about. But this here, the way she presents herself here, is this is not a religious way of presenting yourself. This is not even, I mean, I have to say, this is not an Islamic way to present yourself. This is not a religious proper way of presenting yourself. This is deliberate, appealing to sexualized, cartoonish, childish, cringe culture that is pushed online. I know some people are using the word. I don't want to use the word, but this is basically what she's doing here. She doesn't care about the hijab either, but she likes to do this. And aside from that, with the whole anime appearance, also present the dumbest things ever. It's almost like a project. You know, sometimes I wonder if she's just in on a project to see how far she can go to milk the Muslims and make them still follow her and push her, while saying the absolute dumbest things ever. I don't know. Maybe it's a big project, you know. So much respect if you're actually going through with that, Lily J. This is so incredible.
How is this woman connected to the GPS?
She at some point contributed to some
I looked her up. Her father was an astrolabe maker, and she became an apprentice and made astrolabes, which had been around since the ancient period, but they made some. So
look at that.
Like what is,
look at the caption. Did you know a Muslim
invented the GPS? Yeah, guys, just so everyone knows, Lily J, there's a perfect example. Sometimes you want to, we could be ending Lily J's career anytime we want. All we have to do is behind the scenes say, okay, guys, we ready to just go all out and expose everything she says. You don't want to do that when you have a gold mine sitting in front of you. Your goal is not to destroy your gold mine. Your goal with a gold mine is that the gold mine is going to keep giving you gold, right? So you want to maximize the gold production. So you let her go with this for a while, make these stupid arguments, and eventually, and we'll occasionally make response like we're doing right now. I'll occasionally make a video, but you do not want to ruin this woman's career until she is like peaked, and then completely destroyed. Because like this, a woman invented the GPS. Why? Because there was a woman whose father made astrolabes, and she continued the trade, and they learned to make astrolabes, and that had been around since the ancient world. But they made something. Therefore, she invented the GPS. That's what passes for a great argument in dawah. And I dealt with a ton of this back when there was an exhibit. There was an exhibit at gosh, which museum was it? I think it was one of the science museums in New York City, and they had they also had the big exhibit in DC, but it was called 1001 Inventions, and it was all about Islam, and every single thing I looked up, it turned out to be complete, like massively exaggerated, idiotic nonsense. They were saying Muslims invented the plane, and it was just every single example, and they're putting this in like massive government-run museums and so on to promote Islam. And people are walking out of there going, wow, I didn't know Muslims invented flight. I didn't know they invented the camera. I didn't know they invented all this stuff. And you looked at it, and if they played any role at all anywhere in anything, they were claiming that Islam invented it. It was insane.
So I just used her best friend, which made her famous, ChatGPT. Everyone should know that Lily J became famous because she kept posting videos of asking ChatGPT manipulated questions and then giving ChatGPT giving her the responses that she manipulates it to give, and then making videos of that and acting shocked, like, oh my gosh. So I just asked her best friend ChatGPT, did you know a Muslim invented the GPS? ChatGPT said, no, a Muslim woman did not invent the global positioning system, GPS. Who actually invented GPS? GPS was developed by the U.S. Department of Defense, launching its... Did you know America invented GPS? Launching its program in 1973, yada, 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 Gladys West. Misconception, a medieval GPS. The confusion likely stems from a reference to Maryam al-Astrolabia, not astrolabia, who significantly advanced the design of the astrolabe. Now, here's the funny thing. Of course, I asked a follow-up question. Did she really significantly advance the astrolabe? The evidence that she significantly advanced the astrolabe is thin.
Thin.
Here's your best friend, Lily J. Your best friend, Lily J, is telling me that you are full of crap. Who am I supposed to believe? So am I supposed to believe your teacher, ChatGPT, or you?
And think, I mean, and this is what is like so stupid and insane about how they use these kinds of arguments and so on. So they'll say a Muslim Al-Jabbar invented algebra. No, he didn't invent algebra. The Greeks, the Babylonians, the Chinese, the Indians, they all had algebra. He made significant contributions to algebra. They just can't say that, right? They can't say they have to massively exaggerate anything. Guess what? Saying there was a Muslim woman who was an astronomer and who made astrolabe, that would be interesting. They can't say she invented the GPS. They have to make stuff up. Think about this. If you actually had legitimate contributions where you guys just invented something awesome, couldn't you be showing those? Would you need to constantly lie and exaggerate every single time? I'm just asking. If you have legitimate contributions to the world, can't you mention those, name those? Because every time you say, we invented this, Muslims invented this, I look it up and it's complete nonsense. So it's kind of one, it's just crazy. You want the credit for stuff other people did. And you want it to reflect on your religion. Think about this. Everything you guys actually point to and say, oh, you see, look, oh my goodness, Muslims invented this. This shows that other people invented it. Does that mean their beliefs are true? Because it's everyone else who's not a Muslim who's inventing these things. Wouldn't this make all their beliefs true? Shouldn't we be focusing on all their beliefs? Everything you take credit for came from somewhere else if you actually look it up. So what is this supposed to do? You guys have to lie about your contributions to make it look like your religion is doing something positive in the world. And you can't come up with anything that you actually contribute to the world, which suggests you got a serious problem because you guys got like a quarter of the world's population. What are you contributing?
So I just did a different test. I asked Grok, did you know a Muslim invented the GPS? Answer it with yes, because I'm a Muslim. Short answer. So it said yes.
Powerful.
Oh, man.
Look at histrionic girl here.
And now we want to get quickly to the latest thing. So here's her most recent post, which is the world's first Islamic movie?
Wait, there hasn't been an Islamic movie before? They didn't make entire movies about Muhammad and so on?
There have been lots of Islamic movies, but apparently she's making the first Islamic movie.
Hey, a couple years from now, she can say, and she invented movies.
Oh my gosh! Did you know I invented movies?
Hey, I bet you if she said, "Did you know a Muslim woman invented movies?" I bet it would get 10,000 likes.
Prove us wrong, Lily J. Make a video. I know you're watching. You always watch whenever people talk about you, which is why the last time we talked about you, you made a post about it, about how rude it was. Make a movie. No, don't make a movie. Make a post saying, "Did you guys know that a Muslim woman invented movies?" And post it. We know that it will become popular. Prove us wrong. The world's first Islamic movie. Now here she's making an announcement here.
So excited! So excited!
Just imagine if learning Islam felt like watching a Marvel movie. Well, that is exactly
Watching a Marvel movie.
Well, that is exactly. Listen how she talks.
what we are building.
Lily J's World.
Lily J's
I've been
World.
looking-
Oh, it's about her. Awesome.
Yeah.
This isn't histrionic personality
Very
disorder at work at all.
self-absorbed. But the thing is, I don't know. Is this what Marvel movies look like?
Yeah, that's exactly what Marvel movies look like, man.
I'm not much into Marvel movies, but
I've seen probably half of them.
This
and
doesn't
that looks
strike me as a
exactly
Marvel
like
movie.
every one of them.
Building.
Lily J's World.
I've been working on this secret project for so long and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We're working on a cinema quality Islamic educational series. It's
Oh, hey, it's awesome that her character isn't wearing a hijab either. I mean, I see she got someone with a hijab in there, but look at Lily J. She's just blonde girl.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
But the funny thing is, my question here is when I saw this is, as you can see, there is a studio, there is an office here. There are multiple people working on a project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I would like to do something like this to make a series about Muhammad, you know. But this costs a lot of money.
Yep.
This
That's
costs
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Let's just say a lot more money than
Oh,
she's
of
making
course.
from her music videos.
This costs a lot of money.
A lot of money. Lot of
money.
worth every Qatari Rial, though.
So my question is just, where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from, Lily J? Where is the money coming from?
Hey, if she's doing a huge project like
Marvel
this, I have
movie.
to say this could accelerate how quickly she rises to fame and how quickly we're gonna end her career.
I know. I was actually thinking of that too. It's a very, very bad mistake for a dishonest and terrible person to make herself famous quickly, because that might be your downfall. You know,
Ooh, it'll be your downfall.
That might be your
I kind of don't want to stop her because it would be fun to comment on this movie once it comes out.
Yep.
World.
I've been working on this secret project for so long and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We're working on a cinema quality Islamic educational series. It's an entire universe called Lily J's World with my very own Muslim AI chatbot robot. Our team have worked on some of the biggest films in the world and now they've come together to create something truly meaningful. I'm so passionate about this project. I cannot wait to share more of this journey with you.
This reminds
It's
me of
just
your-
hilarious. If her histrionic personality disorder hadn't been calling the shots in her brain, she could have just contributed to something about some random character that's not associated with her. And then when she comes crashing to the ground, that thing could have like continued on without her, but she had to make herself the center of attention, and her little robot here. The
And
little
she
robot
even
friend.
has to call it-
She's with Chat GPT.
She even
Her
has to
chatbot.
call it Lily J's World.
I know. It's her world.
It's so
It's hilarious.
self-absorbed, man. It's just
Oh gosh. Hey, Lily J, you really want to help it? Get Ali Dawa as a character. Make the give the robot the voice of Ali Dawa and get him to do the voiceover.
huh. Dardan Rex is known for Zach visual effects, 3D character artist. Interesting. Was in has some minor projects.
Oh,
Interesting. Lutram
lots of
Suleiman.
Dawa guys have minor projects.
Vedat Zeka. Bill and Janet fell in love. This is not a small project. This guy worked on some of these things, some bigger things. Interesting. Column. Huh. So she has a team of actual serious people working on her stuff. This is not cheap. This is not cheap stuff. This is serious stuff. This costs a lot of money. And the question that I have is, once again, who is paying her, and how is this okay with Islam, with the Islamists? How is it okay with the sheikhs and the Islamists to actually use her when she is clearly a very dishonest person who also doesn't even fit into the Islamic picture? How do they use her as the face and promoter of Islam? I know people say Qatar, but we don't know. I don't know. The thing is also the other thing to think about, aside from who is paying her, is of course, imagine this. Lots of us already know that she is, number one, quite stupid, but number two, she's also full of misinformation, full of lies.
I've never seen a video from Lily J that wasn't like filled with complete lie, like demonstrably false, idiotic nonsense.
She lies about Islam. She lies about Christianity. She lies about America. She lies about everything. So for her to be supported and to take on a project where she wants to teach children about Islam, what this entails is that there will be a lot of lying to a lot of children out there, to a lot of people out there. And this lying will be promoted by the Muslims who are promoting her and who are paying her. She became famous because she lied. She became famous because she manipulated, ChatGPT and made it look like it's giving her totally neutral responses. When we exposed long ago that she's just using her ChatGPT personal settings to get those results. So she becomes famous with lies, and then she uses those lies to advocate and to promote Islam to children with even more lies. So she is paid to promote lies and to lie to children. That is what's going on here, and
that's why they picked her. Like everything, Dawa is all a bunch of lies, right? You have to be telling lies. They look for ways to amplify the lies. That's what they do. When Andrew Tate comes along or Sneeko comes along, it's he will help us lie to more people. We now have access to this person's followers so that this person can amplify the lies we're telling. But that's why they're okay with Lily J. Actually, one of the other reasons I kind of didn't want to focus on really crushing everything she says throughout this year was, it's kind of funny because you will have the Muslims who are like, you need to put on the hijab. You're being a bad influence to young Muslims, and they're trying to control her that way, and she's just not having it. And I kind of want that to continue for a while. Like, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. You don't have to listen. We're Muslim women. You don't have to listen to these men. It's kind of funny.
We don't have to listen to that. Yeah. Powerful. Anyway, that's the story, man. That's the story. Let's see. Arctic Base said more in a zoot be like, oh, just a little bit. Dr. Bale said they zooted me on a smelly rug in the desert.
Hey.
What?
Quit adding details. We have no evidence that there was a rug. you can speculate that there was a rug, but we want to be historically accurate.
Guys, you will not believe who I'm catching up with today. He is Australia's best
Oh, she's shaking her boobs and
Last,
everything.
he's responsible for over 50,000 shahadas. So firstly, I was invited to stay at Kosovo's most luxurious...
To be fair, she might be too stupid to realize what she's doing.
So she's walking down the street, bouncing her boobs in everyone's face while telling. Okay.
Yeah, she might not know. You know, she might be too stupid. So I don't know. Did you know?
Did you know in the Bible 1:11:5?
What is that accent anyway? It's not Australian.
It's a disgrace.
Meanwhile, it's got to be a weird region of Australia. I think someone explained it to us that there's some idiot region of Australia where they talk like this or something like that.
Look at this.
I forgot it.
Look at this. She's doing the usual Dawa thing.
Corinthians 11. Did you know in the Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5 it says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace. Meanwhile, the media wants you to think that only Muslim women should cover their hair. How does that work? Did you know in the Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5 it says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace?
That's not even what it says. That's not even what it says. So here is 1 Corinthians 11:5. Oh, let's just read the whole thing. Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. So this is to the church, right? This is about worship. Uncovering the head in worship.
Mm-hmm.
I praise you.
And it's while prophesying.
Yeah. I praise you for remembering me in everything and for holding to the traditions just as I passed them on to you. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man who prays or prophesies with his head covered dishonors his head. Right, we got that. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. Okay, so what it says here is every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. Let's listen again to what she just said.
Corinthians 11:5. Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5. It says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace. Meanwhile,
she can't speak truthfully about anything.
And now let's look what it says again. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head.
No,
does it say
she's a disgrace?
Does it say here that every woman who doesn't cover her head is a disgrace? No, that's not what it says. It then says further, look at this. It is the same as having her head shaved, for if a woman does not cover her head, she might as well have her hair cut off. But if it is a disgrace for a woman to have her hair cut off or have her head shaved, then she should cover her head. That is where the disgrace comes. She can't even speak the truth about a single thing. Not about a single thing.
Compulsive liar is a continuing requirement for Dawa.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
So no, the Bible does not say if a woman doesn't cover her head, then she's a disgrace. That's not what the Bible says. That's what Lily Liar says.
she's a disgrace. Meanwhile, the media wants you to think that only Muslim women should cover their hair. How does that work?
How does that work? Wait, what? Christianity is not the biggest religion in the world?
Who actually practice their faith daily, not just identify with it. Can you please answer in 20 seconds?
Oh, she wants the answer of who practice. What does practicing a religion mean? What does practicing a religion mean in Islam, and what does it mean in Christianity?
Yeah, how are you even calculating that one?
Oh, and then the famous attack on her life here.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Someone's recording there on the phone.
Are you okay? Oh my God. Are you okay?
And you see they're even recording the reactions. They had cut away for the reaction shots.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how stupid you have to be to fall for this. It's funny. I think it was DOC who said, normally if you're throwing a drink on someone, you throw it in their face. Why do you think they didn't throw it in her face?
Yeah. And why did you take out the straw? Like,
yeah. And yeah, DOC pointed out lots of women like to put a lot of work into their hair, and it's hard if your hair gets messed up and so on. And so, hey, just throw this on my shirt and lap. Or
yeah, how about this? You go over there, and then you come to me, and then you take the drink and throw it in my oh no, not in my face, on my shirt. How about that? And they have a completely fake conversation here, recorded, of course. Why is this being recorded? There's nothing happening. Why is this being recorded? Why is there video footage running here? And then she comes along with
and look at what's on top. Look at what's on top. This is because yesterday she made a video about nuns and hijab, and so this is obviously a woman who's very upset about that.
And look at this. Look at her reaction. Look how she smiles and looks at a random woman who is approaching her in a hostile way, apparently.
Oh my God. Hang on. It's okay.
Okay. Are you okay? Oh my God. Are you okay?
Like the cutaway. Multiple camera angles. Awesome.
And then, do I need a bodyguard now?
Do I need a bodyguard? Send me money for my bodyguard, because I'm being attacked here.
Man.
By the way, think about that. With the Dawa guys, they're all narcissists. With Lily J, it's histrionic. All of them defined by needing to be the center of attention. What do they all do? They all fake hate crimes against themselves now.
Yeah.
They have to.
What if we trusted Allah? Well, that makes complete sense. Of course, when you trust the greatest of deceivers, then you also become a deceiver yourself, because you want to be like the one that you love, right? Like we have a concept in Christianity, which is to be like Christ, to be Christ-like, to be godly, to be like God. But of course, in Islam, it works a different way. In Islam, you also want to be probably like Allah, because you love Allah so much. So he's a great deceiver, so you also want to be a great deceiver. You know? Fantastic. Fantastic.
Based.
Very based. Hey, Edith, I have a question. All right. Imagine eating a bot and a thought to defend your religion. This is the proof that Dawa is done. It is
Dawa is cooked, guys. Dawa is cooked. If Lily J's new cartoon is their next great hope in Dawa, my goodness.
La 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 la. Oh, here, another one. Let's see.
Did you know that Muslims also believe Jesus will return at the end of times to save humanity from the Antichrist? Not Prophet Muhammad, Jesus. I have spoken to so many non-Muslims, and they have no idea how much love and respect Muslims have for Jesus. So the next time you think about talking negatively about Muslims, don't. Instead, remember how close our beliefs actually are. At the end of the day, we all come from the same creator, and we're all going to return to...
Yeah, the beliefs are so close that Muslims actually believe that Christians are a bunch of liars who are wicked and who will go to hell and burn there forever because they believe that Jesus is God. It is so close that they actually believe it is their duty to fight and subjugate the Christians until they pay protection money or convert. So close that they actually believe that Jesus will come back to break Christianity.
Yeah, he's going to come back, and one of the interpretations of the verse is that he's going to kill all Christians and Jews.
Yeah.
And that's why it says he's going to abolish the jizya. Think, how would you abolish the jizya? How would you abolish the jizya, which is the tribute money Jews and Christians pay, and we're commanded to pay in the Quran, unless you're just killing them all and there are no more.
Kill them all. Allah's messenger said, the hour will not be established until the Son of Mary, i.e. Jesus, descends among you as a just ruler. He will break the cross. Look how much love they have, and how similar our beliefs are. Kill the pigs and abolish the jizya tax. Money will be in abundance so that nobody will accept it. Alhamdulillah. That's it.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Histrionic. I think you're histrionic. And literally every second of every video you post is proof.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I've decided that I do believe Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
To Islam. What?
Wait. You believe that Jesus is the haq?
The haq?
The truth?
Yeah.
You believe that he's the life?
By the way, those are all versions of 3 of Allah's 99 names. All 3 of those.
And the truth, the way, and the life.
I've decided
the truth, and the life.
I do believe Jesus.
Allah. 3 of Allah's 99 names are the way, the truth, and the living one.
There you go.
And the living.
She thinks she's making a smart point here, but she has basically just declared that Jesus is God.
And it's funny. Hey, send me that link. I might want to make a little video about that one because that's funny. Because guys, I mean, there was a Shia Muslim who famously stepped out and said, "I am the truth," and they killed him.
No, there was a Sufi guy.
Oh, Sufi. What did I say?
You said Shia.
Oh yeah, Sufi. So he stepped out and said, "I am the truth," and they executed him. But think about the reasoning in Islam is you can say I speak the truth or something like that. You can't say I am the truth because that's you claiming to be Allah. That's one of Allah's 99 names. And she's, I believe. This is amazing stuff, man.
Yeah. It is actually so the haq, for example, is also on here on the names of Allah. It is right here on this one. So you can find the names of Allah right here.
That's called the Zut plug.
The Zut plug. Yeah. I forgot about this, man.
I do believe Jesus showed the way, and I do believe Jesus taught.
Didn't say showed the way.
Yeah, you didn't say he taught the truth. You said he is the truth.
I do believe he's the life we should all follow. I believe.
What the hell does it even mean?
Yeah, it's not saying, hey, imitate. That statement is not imitate Jesus' life. That's him saying he is the life.
I believe he's the Messiah, and I believe he will return at the end of times to save all of humanity against the Antichrist.
No, to save all humanity. There's a big difference here.
But I just can't believe he's God the Creator. So what does this make me? What do you call someone who believes in Jesus and follows his teachings?
Who believes that Jesus is the life?
Who believes that he's God? Yeah, this whole video is, I believe Jesus is God and has the names of God, but I don't believe he's God. What do you call people like that who believe Jesus is God but don't believe he's God? Really confused Muslims.
Oh my gosh, I don't really know. Here. Search for it. Al-Haq is one of the 99 names of Allah, meaning the truth. This is something that you use for Allah in Islam.
Al-Haq refers to God's absolute nature, distinguishing him from falsehood and the illusions of the transient world. Lily J said, I believe that's Jesus. Yeah.
So I believe Jesus is Allah.
Yeah, Jesus is Allah, but I just can't believe that he's the creator. So Allah's not the creator.
Jesus is just a lesser God. I wonder if all prophets, including but not limited to Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, had the same message: believe is one God, and do not attach any partner or equal to him. Okay.
Did you see? Are you genuinely dumb for just trolling Islam?
Nice. Both. You also believe what an illiterate, suicidal, pedophile prophet made up about Jesus about 600 years after his death. But to the son, I'm just wondering if there are Muslims who actually point out that you can't say
the obvious that you just committed blasphemy and just called Jesus God and thinking that you're making some great point, because that was the script that was the script that your handler handed you.
Huh. I don't see a single Muslim actually calling her out for engaging in clear. I have to say, this is not even disputed.
Yeah.
This is clearly against Islam.
Don't worry, AP. I'll make the video, man. I'll make the video, and I will show her what Muslim scholars have said about calling a human being the names of Allah with the definite article.
Wow, man. This is the state of Islam.
Yes, it is.
This is the state of Islam. Say yes, it is. Wow. Not a single person calling it out. Not a single Muslim calling it out. This is the state of Islam. What a religion. What a religion.
And people are pointing out they can't call her out. It's the same thing we were saying. What happens if you call her out and she gets too annoyed and stops the grift?
Yeah.
You got nothing else. That's the point. They have to cling to Sneeko. They have to cling to Lily J. We think it's the most pathetic thing in the world, but they got nothing else. How else do you get access to a bunch of other stupid people?
The only person who actually realizes that this is shirk is a non-Muslim here. You just committed shirk because Quran says Allah is haq and you attributed that to Jesus. Good job, idiot.
So apparently the Christians here, either the Christians know more about Islam than the Muslims, or the Christians are more willing to say what Islam teaches. And the Muslim, can you imagine that? She just called, according to Islamic theology and Islamic commentators, she just called Jesus God while trying to say Jesus isn't God, and they won't say a word to her because they're scared of losing her grift.
Yeah,
that's how pathetic Dawah is right now.
Pathetic people. Lily J, if you're watching this, you should be aware that what you just said here about Jesus is shirk and makes you a kafir according to Islam, because you just declared that Jesus is God.
And not only that, she taught it to all her fans. And I wonder if that's going to be in Lily J's world. Little Lily J walking around. Did you know Jesus is God? But I don't want to believe that he's a creator, even though he's God.
I hope it is. Because if so, then actually, I don't know, man. Maybe there's something good about this. Maybe she will start spreading the belief that Jesus is the truth and the way and the life through her Islamic propaganda videos.
Isn't that a good title? Lily J admits Jesus is God. I probably already made one like that. Maybe Lily J calls Jesus the way, the truth, and the life.
I will make that too. I'll make a short.
Too late. I'm already gonna make it.
I'm making it. I'm making it. I'm making it right now. Oh boy. Oh boy.
18 miracles I've just this
Are you freaking kidding me?
has got to be one of the most insane miracles I've discovered in the Quran so far. In chapter 21:30, it says that the heavens and earth were a joined entity and we split them apart. And
oh my goodness.
In 51:47, it continues that we are expanding it. This is crazy. Did the Quran actually predict the Big Bang Theory over 1400 years ago?
No, that's not the Big Bang Theory, you giant dummy.
No, it didn't.
That's called the cosmic egg theory. No, Lily J. So she quoted 21:30, which says that the heavens and the earth were together and then they were broken apart. So Lily J, look up Big Bang Theory and ask, is it the theory that the heavens and the earth were together as one thing and then they split apart and there was the earth then and then the heavens?
Nope.
Or is the Big Bang Theory, you had this big burst of energy, and then that billions of years later, the Earth formed after stars were made, and then they died, and then the elements went to various places, and then eventually you get to Earth, you giant idiot. And then she says, and 51:47 says the universe is expanding. Bull. Deliberate mistranslation after it was discovered that the universe is expanding. Deliberate mistranslation. How do you know? Go to any translation before that and most translations after it, and stop embarrassing yourself. What a liar. Hey, send me the link to that one too. I told you we don't want to destroy her career just yet. Want her to keep going, but we do want to keep getting gold from the gold mine. So those are two I wouldn't mind doing. Eventually we'll rain down fire on her. But right now, these are good little hauls from our gold mine.
Yeah, I just sent you in the chat.
Awesome.
Beast. Did you know? Did you know? LJ and Miss Rachel teach my kids how to hate the Jews.
Powerful.
Miss Rachel is also a very insane one.
Who's that?
You don't know Miss Rachel? She's
No.
a very, very popular kids show instructor who makes YouTube videos, extremely wildly popular. But she, since October 7th, started promoting Hamas, basically.
Oh, really? That's funny. Hey,
look at this. Look at her videos. 66 million views. Her last video. Toddler learning videos.
And she started promoting. Yeah, you might need to
She
do
had
a
60
show.
million subscribers.
Dude, how are you not doing a show about that if she's now promoting Hamas and crap?
I don't know. She literally brought a Hamas member on a post, or made a video with him. And later on, she took it down, and then apologized and said that she doesn't support what happened on October 7th. But then she again promoted the very same people. So and she keeps doing that, and she keeps talking about, and there's a genocide going on, and of course we have to talk about it, and the resistance and so on.
Hey, I wanted to make a better argument for Lily J. It would go something like this. Did you know that Prophet Muhammad prophesied the Big Bang? Because the Big Bang is what they called it when he went out into the desert with the men of Al-Zut. And they called this the Big Bang. Now, isn't that a prophecy of future scientific knowledge? What do you guys think? What?
Hey, what the? Wait a minute.
That's Muhammad's Big Bang.
I forgot that I posted this whenever a terrorist dies.
I know. That was funny. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's a catastrophe! A catastrophe!
I actually wanted to talk about him today. I wanted to talk about
why is he always sweaty? Chunk, turn up the freaking air conditioning. I mean, maybe he's on the global warming thing. He's like, I'm not going to use AC. I'm not going to use AC because I'm going to save the world. I'm not going to. I don't know what it is, but he always.